Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome everyone in today's class for the first elementary grade. Our textbook is We Can 1, and today inshallah we will cover Unit 1 Animals Phonics, which will be on page 8. This lesson will be presented by me, teacher Mazen Harbi, and the sign language by Mr. Fawaz Al-Agil. So let's begin. Quick revision on our last lesson. In our last lesson, we had listened to an interesting chant where we said that chant was called Old MacDonald. And what we did with this chant is we did chant it, we listened with the teacher, and also we pointed while we're chanting. Not only this, but also we said that it is very important that we can choose different rhythms with this chant. So let's make a quick revision on this chant and try to chant it again, and also to know what is the meaning of this chant. So this is the chant we have listened to last time. So let's listen to it one more time, and then we're going to practice it, and then we're going to point at each of the meanings we have here with this one. So let's start. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O, and on that farm he had some cows, E-I-E-I-O, with a moo-moo here and a moo-moo there. Here a moo, there a moo, everywhere a moo-moo. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. So we said that this chant was about a farmer whose name is MacDonald, and that farmer who had a farm, as we see here, and in this farm he had some cows. So not only one cow, but more than one, some cows. As we can see here, we can see picture of two cows. So, and what did we learn last time from what is the sound of a cow? We said that the sound of a cow is, a cow can make a sound of moo-moo. This is how the sound of a cow would sound like. So, since they talking about a farm that has some cows, and also that in this farm we can see a lot of moo-moo here and there. Not only this, but also it said that everywhere in this farm you can listen to this sound, which is a sound of moo-moo. That means that they have cows everywhere. That they have cows everywhere. So this is what this chant is all about. And we said also that it is important that you can call maybe a classmate or a family member or a friend of yours to try to chant this chant, and try to chant it with different rhythms. And you will see it will be more interesting. Now, let's listen to this chant one more time, and this time it is important that you point after the teacher so you can have a better understanding of this chant. So, one more time, let's read this chant and listen to it, but this time I would like you to point with me and follow. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O, and on that farm he had some cows, E-I-E-I-O, with a moo-moo here and a moo-moo there. Here a moo, there a moo, everywhere a moo-moo. Old MacDonald had a farm. E-I-E-I-O. So, here you go. Now, I am sure that you can chant this chant, not only this, but you know what it means. And not only this, but also you can chant it with different rhythms and with different sounds. Now, let us move on to our objectives in today's lesson. At the end of our lesson today, we hope that you will be able to recognize and produce the sounds of the English alphabet. So today we're going to practice 4 alphabet and also recognize and to pronounce sound and letters correctly in the correct way, and also to copy letters and sounds. We're going to listen, we're going to practice word, we're going to copy and write some of them, and to write uppercase letters correctly. So today we're going to do many things. First, we're going to recognize some new words and their meaning, and also we're going to listen and say different words, and also we're going to focus on 4 alphabets, and also we're going to copy them, especially in the uppercase status, where we're going to write these 4 letters in uppercase or in capital letters. So, are you ready? Let's begin. First, I would like you to open your books on page 8. I would like you please to open your books on page 8 so we can know what is the first word that we're going to listen to. So, here you go. The first word we're going to listen to today is this one. And what we're going to do with this one, we're going to listen and we're going to say it. So, I'm going to show you here different pictures with different words or new words, and what I would like you to do is to listen to it with me and also to say it. So let's begin with the first picture. The first picture is sun. Sun. Say after me, sun. Sun. Very good. So here we have the word sun that starts with letter S. S-U and N. Sun. This is how we make this sound. Sun. Very well. This is about the first picture. Now let us move on to the second one. The second one is a picture of an animal, as you can see here. And what do we call this animal? Let's listen to what we call this animal, and I would like you to say it after me. So, we call this animal tiger. Tiger. Say after me. Tiger. Tiger. Very good. So, tiger here starts with the letter T. Tiger. Tiger. Very good. This is about the second picture. Now let us move on to the third one. The third one, or the third picture we have, is umbrella. Umbrella. Say after me, umbrella. Umbrella. Very good. This is an umbrella, where we used to use if we want, especially in rainy weathers. So umbrella starts with the letter U. Umbrella. This is the third word we have. Now, let us move on to the fourth word we have here, which starts with letter V, which is vase. 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 Very well. Now, this is a vase that we usually use for decoration in our rooms. So, and usually it has flowers and different things. Now, here we have, these are the 4 words that we did practice and listen to. Now, let's listen to them one more time and also try to say them again after the teacher. And after this, we're going to start with, or to highlight, the 4 letters that these words starts with, because we're going to copy them and also we're going to write them. So let's start listening to these 4 words. The first word is sun, sun. Tiger, tiger. Umbrella, umbrella. Vase, vase. Very well. So here you go. It is important that each letter we know and we are able to write, to know also a word with that letter. So now, let us move on to the other exercise we have, which is trace and copy. And what we're going to do now is that we're going to go to each of these 4 letters, we're going to trace them, we're going to copy them, and also to write them on our own. So let's start with the first letter, which is letter S, which is the letter S. So what we're going to do now is that we're going to trace letter S like this, and then after we trace it, we're going to copy it. So letter S from the word sun, from the word sun. It's important that we know how to trace, because tracing will help us to have better writing of these letters. So here we go. This is how we write, or how we trace the letter S. So we trace it like this. So when we want to copy it, we will have the better version. So here you go. This is how we trace letter S, and after we finish all the tracing, now it is time for us to write letter S. It is time for us to write letter S. Now, let us move on to the second letter, which is letter T. Let's now try to trace it, copy it as well. So here we go. This is how we trace letter T. As you can see here, we do a line like this, and also from top to bottom, we do this line. So this is how we trace letter T. As you can see here, we do tracing, so when we want to copy it, we can write it as well. So, what is the word that starts with T? It is the animal, which is tiger. Tiger, tiger, that starts with T. So here we go. This is how we write letter T. This is how we write letter T. Now, let's move on and try to trace and copy letter U. So here you go. This is how we trace the letter U. U, which is a word or a letter that starts with the word umbrella. Umbrella. This is a word or a letter that starts with the word umbrella. Umbrella, like as you can see here, this is a letter U, and we said that it is important that we trace these letters, so when we write them, we know how to write them on our own. We know how to write them on our own. So here you go. This is how we trace and copy letter U. Now, moving on to the last letter we have, which is letter V. So here we do trace letter V like this. We trace it like this, and V is a letter that starts with the word vase. Vase. So we trace it like this. So when we finish, we can know after the tracing, we can write it on our own. So here we have the last tracing we're going to do in today's lesson. So here you go. We did trace the letter, and also we did copy it and write it as well. So at the end of this lesson, it is important that you are able to make the sounds of the letter S, T, U, and V, and also to memorize words for these letters. And now at the end of this lesson, thank you very much, and I will see you inshallah next time.